Another win, another series win. Nestor Cortez is on the mound tomorrow for the game 4 against the Royals before they go to Fenway to face Boston. After Fenway, they face the Orioles back home, and then they face the Braves after that. So this is not getting any easier. In June. So, but again, the Yankees win 11-5. And these guys aren't playing around. Gleyber Torres goes deep. Giancarlo Stanton goes deep again. Jose Trevino goes deep. It's just around. It's across the board right now. These guys are not playing around. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Be sure to smash that like button. Let's blast through this 100 barrier if we can as quickly as possible. All right. Let's celebrate another series win by hitting that like button. Really. Stephen B's in house. Jonathan's here. Brandon Moore. What is good, my man? Yeah. Lou. What's up, Lou? Yeah, man. Stephen B. Dem NFE. NFE's been on fire. He's been interviewing a lot of former major league players. So, and kudos to Nitin Ramachandra for hooking us up with a lot of these interviews, and it's been a real treat to be able to do this. So, and you're doing a great job on it, female. Shout out to you, brother. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Dominique, what's good? Hello. But it's so much fun, more fun when the Yankees win, isn't it? It's like it's fantastic. It really is fantastic. Cody Poteet was at 5 1/3 or 5 2/3 today. I'll take that. He's given the Yankees what they need from him. So Tiffany Nestor pitches tomorrow in the final game against Boston, the final game against Kansas City. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Gooch, what's good? Shout out to Gooch. Let's give Double Gooch a welcome. Yeah, Nathan and his team, they really are. They're great. They're fantastic. Man, Nelson Figueroa, we've had some good people on this week, bro. DM, yeah, yeah. The Yankees are 17-1 against the AL Central. It's crazy, Brandon Moore. Just goes to show. I mean, like we need them to be that good against the American League East. That's what we really, really need to see. Hopefully, they'll continue to do that. Really, Ken is in the building too. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? How you doing? Alex Cintron next Wednesday. Dang, you're on a fire, NFA. You really are on fire, brother. Keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. James. Yeah, if Nestor brings the nasty tomorrow, then they sweep the Royals, man. They've secured the series win already. At the worst, they'll win 3 out of 4. So Yankees are playing really well now. I'm curious to see how they play against Boston. Boston, they got beat by the Phillies in the first game or two, and then they gave them a hard time today. And Boston always plays the Yankees tough. Always. Kevin is in the house. McGuigan, what's good, man? How you doing, my friend? Peter Risberg's in the house. Yeah, they scored 6 runs in the first. Got off to a hot start today, the Yankees. These guys are not playing games. They really aren't. No. Yeah, so you're right about that, Tiffany. We have not seen Cole yet. It sounds like I think he's going to get 2 more rehab starts before they consider bringing him back up. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, Royal Pope. Exactly. And again, we'll see. As we get closer to the trade deadline, there's going to be more speculation in terms of what the Yankees do and blah blah blah. So, um, you know, I think the Yankees will be. I think they're going to be active. Probably they're probably going to improve around the margins, and we'll see what they do. And if a move presents itself to be a good impactful one, I could see them striking too. This is an opportunity for them to the World Series this year. I think, and I think they're going to make the requisite moves that will help facilitate that. And then tomorrow, yes, exactly, Jonathan. Tomorrow is an afternoon game, yes, sir. hmm You got that right, Alex. And now we're not in Camden; they're in New York now. Baltimore is coming to the Bronx, so nevertheless, it's going to be a good series. Yeah, and Stanton's killing the ball right now. So what can we say? What about Jason Dominguez? He's going to stay in AAA for the foreseeable future. Gooch, gooch. I mean, there's not a spot for him here right now. Yeah, the Martian and Ben Rice are in AAA. Yep, there's not a spot for Dominguez right now. No, they can bring him up here, but he'd be sitting the bench most of the time, and it doesn't. That's not going to do him any good. I'd rather keep him in AAA, let him continue to play, um, continue to develop, continue to get better, and then when a spot opens up, which is likely next year, I think he'll be a starting outfielder for the Yankees. I do. But I agree, man, Gary. This is the. I mean, yeah, C. Morales. This is the year for winning. Do what it takes. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I don't think they don't want to confirm anything either. They're not going to promise, over promise, not to deliver. So, Jay Palvis, that was just a procedural move that John Brady got transferred to the 60 day. That was because um, they wanted to get him off the 40 man to put Jason Dominguez back on the 40 man. So, there were corresponding moves today. They transferred Dominguez's rehab today, and they had to do that to get him off the 60 and then put him at AAA and on the 40 man. And in order to do that, they had to make a corresponding move. So they transferred Birdie off this onto the 60, which gets him off the 40 man. So it's just procedural. That doesn't mean the injury is worse, Jay Palvis, but it's a little confusing, but he's not worse. Thankfully, thankfully, no. Yeah, low streak exactly. Qual offensive explosion. No, yeah, Trevino Wells. Yeah, brother Bill on the shoes. E Frost. It sounds like July, Ken. Sounds like July. Yeah, Rizzo's got to go. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Rizzo's going anywhere. In all honesty, like he's not the most important person that needs to be moved right now. So, and if they bring up Ben Rice, I want Rizzo to be here too, to be a veteran presence and somebody who mentor Ben Rice. So that's why I see it. He's a pro, he's a veteran, he's a leader, and we need that type of leadership here to help develop some of these young kids. So I could see them not picking up his team option for 2025, but I don't see him going anywhere this year, Rizzo. At least I don't see it yet. So I don't know. Uh, yeah, it's really hard to sit stand in Torino when they're hitting. It's yeah, exactly. Exactly, Juan Plo. Yeah, exactly, Richard. Well, not much of a liability, Gooch, because the Yankees keep winning, despite the fact that he's not hitting. He's playing well with his glove, though. But yeah, he's not. I mean, he's not hitting. Thankfully, it's not really affecting the Yankees' performance. So, you know. But he did get an RBI single today. Yeah, I think they're gonna go for one or two bullpen arms to the deadline, potentially another bat, corner outfield bat. I think. So we'll see. You know, Trevino. I think he's a free agent after this year. Either this year or next year. Yeah. Late in the year to be playing 700 baseball. Yeah, it is, Quell. Yes, it is. Towards hitting, does it help his trade value? I would think so, Robert. But it also helps his value in case they want to keep him here because they haven't been getting much production from second base. So if they all of a sudden get production from second base with a guy they're familiar with already, then it puts them in an advantageous position either way. They could trade him and get more value from him, or they can keep him and get better production at second base. So either way, it could be a win-win for the Yankees here. But he needs to be consistent. He needs to be hitting on a regular basis. That's for sure. And he's not. He's got to work on not letting his defense, screw up a lot of his offense. It hurts the Yankees more than his offense helps him. So, but he's batting better over the last month. So he is batting better over the last month. So I'll give it to that. Yeah, corner infield, exactly, strikes. I mean, Ryan McMahon, I keep saying from the Rockies, he plays third and first, so he could be an option. And then there's a couple other folks that I pass on Pete Alonso from the Mets. I pass, like guys like that, Josh Bell. I don't know if it's going to be representing an upgrade. I'd rather just bring in Ben Rice and let Rizzo mentor him if we can't get a guy like McMahon. So, um, yeah, Torres does. I mean, when he applies himself, Ken, he actually has a pretty decent glove, and he really does. So Jose Trevino's got one more year. Okay, one more year. No. Yeah, Gleyber had that 3-run home run today. Chip Helms, so I'll take that. Whatever we can get. You know, if the price is right and if I would watch out. I mean, they're not going to contend anytime soon with McMahon. So if they give him something good, but they're going to have to make it hard for them to say no to moving McMahon. That's for sure, or any team for that matter. So, but he to me looks like a perfect fit for the Yankees. Ryan McMahon, absolutely perfect fit. You know. Well, exactly. Well, yeah, Mark Bellhorn at 20, yeah, and second base to Red Sox. So, like, yeah, not everybody's gonna be great. I mean, yeah, I don't mind playing the kid Kellen Durbin or one of these guys, Oswald Praza, Oswaldo Cabrera. I don't mind playing those guys. I really don't. So, yeah, Jerry, I'm a no go on the polar bear too. I'm a no go on Alex Bregman for third base. I'm a no go on Matt Chapman for third base. I don't think any of those guys would represent a fit here. Mm-mm. You know, Brandon Donovan, I talked about him in the beginning of the year too, Stephen B. I mean, I would love him, but I don't know if he's available to be moved is the question. So, man, you guys know I like Brandon Donovan, so that's for sure. Stanton looks healthy, Quell, and he looks good. So, and he's kind of locked in. He's just kind of focused on his job, staying healthy, being productive, and look, he's on pace for probably 40 home runs. You know, I'll take that. I'll take it. If McMahon is traded to us, Will Warren, he probably will be. To get a guy like McMahon, yes. Somebody put out a proposal earlier. I put out a video on this that I think you should consider, an upgrade from Jose Torino and Elias Diaz from the Rockies, who represent. And they were saying you should bring Will Warren, but like the only way I would, add Will Warren or even consider is if they do a trade for like Diaz and McMahon. Diaz represents an offensive upgrade over Trevino. Okay, but to me, McMahon is the right fit. Yeah, he's got like 3 more controllable years, and again, by the time those controllable years are up, George Lombard will be ready. Roderick Arias, our young kids, will be ready. So there won't be much, overlap, and he won't be blocking these guys for years. Those guys are in like rookie ball right now. They're not ready. But you get that. I mean, Roderick Arias is the highest rated defensive shortstop we have. George Lombard's another highly rated prospect. So um, eh, I can't think of a better transitional piece than a guy like Ryan McMahon for third base. Can't. Domingo Herman is with the Pirates, Sammy. So is Luis Cessa signed with them yesterday. Aroldis Chapman's with the Pirates. So I think they have like 3 Yankees. I mean, over there, 3 ex-Yankees, the Pirates, which is crazy. Yeah, George Lombard's 18 years old. Roderick Arias, I think, is 19. So a guy like Ryan McMahon would represent a perfect transitional player or big name player. Yeah, exactly, Comenza. Exactly, big name player via trade. I mean, the biggest name I think they could probably acquire would be somebody like Ryan McMahon. And it was just he just makes more sense than anybody else. We'll see if they're actually going to do that. I don't know if they're willing to pay the price. And again, do I think Will Warren's going to turn out to be good? Yeah, but there's a lot of other pitchers that the Yankees have too. So Judge, yes, he is. See Morales. George Lombard is oh, he turned 19 on June 2nd. Okay, Evan. 19 years old. That's okay. In 3 years, he'll be 22. I'll take that. Kyle Gashioka hit a walk-off yesterday. Gooch Gooch. Nice. Good fan. I always like the Gashioka. I really do. So I wish him well. I hope he continues to play well. 800, 263, 263 batting average, 812 OPS, pretty good stats and some power. Yeah, exactly, Alex. Well, exactly. This people thought this was dumpster diving with Scott Brosius. Yeah, I think he turned out to be like the greatest number nine hitter of baseball history. Scott Boras. Like honestly, he became like a Yankee legend. Scott Boras. Chris Schmidt's in the house. What's good? Yes, it's crazy. This is absolutely crazy. 700 baseball, man. Like it's a blessing to watch. It's a joy to watch. It really, really is. You know. Um. Yeah. Domingo Harmon did play. Consigliere's here. There he is. My Tom Higgins in the place. Yeah, I mean, NFP. If Brenton Donovan becomes available, he's another guy. You can. I think he has more controllable years than McMahon does. Maybe one, but he also has positional versatility too. So he wouldn't block anybody because you can move him around the field. No. Wandy Peralta returned to the Yankees. I mean, maybe. I think they can look for somebody like Garrett Crochet, somebody a a little higher um, caliber. I think they're gonna look for like a good strikeout-inducing right-handed arm too. That's what I think they're gonna do. Well, you never know, but I do think they'll add one or two relievers. That's for sure. So Donovan's a free agent. So there's four, five, six, seven. Yeah. So yeah, actually, he's a free agent the same year as McMahon is. I think McMahon's a free agent 2028, which means they both have three controllable years. So Lombard and Arias would be 22 at that point, right? So I'm okay. Yeah, Billy turned down a job at Las Vegas casino. Yeah, Clemenza. I mean, Consigliere's got to handle business first. He takes care of things. Keeps things running smoothly. Yeah. Well, exactly, Morales. Tanner Scott's a name. AJ Puck's a name. Andrew Nardi's a name. Like we've talked about a lot of these guys. Garrett Crochet is a name. There's some other relievers that represent names too. Um, that are probably good trade targets for the Yankees. I think and Matt too. I think the Yankee. I do think. I'm kind of in agreement with you. I think the Yankees are going to be active before the deadline. I think they're going to address some needs ahead of time, so that they're not waiting for the deadline crunch, and then we're gonna hear like, oh my god, and then we're waiting for these moves. If the Yankees make moves, it passes the deadline, and all these moves that are made come trickling in after that. And we're like, oh my god, I remember being live last year, and we were like, I was here with Joey from the shift, and we were like, what the hell are they doing? He did nothing, and then came in afterward. They got Kane and Middleton, and that was the only move that they made. But then we found out late after that, and Hal blocked Cashman. Cashman had two or three trades set, and Hal blocked them because he wanted the kids to come up like Wells and Dominguez. So and Everson Pereira. And, can't blame him. Tonkin's been fantastic, Stephen B. He's got like I think it's a .88 ERA. He's been wonderful here. Matt Blake has really turned him into something special. So kudos to Matt Blake, man. But at the end of the day, like Stephen B says, yeah, we look like we're winning too much. You have to fire Boone. You got to fire Cashman. Just get out of here, dude. Becca hike, man. Adios. Kevin, I honestly, what are the chances they sign Volpe to an extension? I'm going to say around 30%. I don't know, that number just keeps popping up in my head. I hope that number goes up. They'd be smart to lock up Brazil. Mhm. Yep, Trevino was a cashman pickup. Yes, he was from Texas. Yep. Yes, indeed. Well, that's yeah. J. Pat was like, we're not gonna know either. You know, um, Cashman doesn't leak anything ever. Yeah, the Dodgers made a move today. They acquired Kevin Biggio, who was DFA'd the other day by the Blue Jays. Like a versatile infielder, outfielder. It's not a significant move, but they got another bat there, young bat. So good for them. Hmm. Yeah. Well, exactly, Jonathan. It's way too many infield. It's Torres. Not. I mean, it's not going to be any room for Torres next year. In all honesty. So you think Stanton will have more home runs than Soto this season? I think all three are going to have at least 35. Soto, Stanton, and Judge. So I'd be happy with that. I'd be very happy with that. Yep. I think Volpe has only had 1 day off CeeLo. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, Yassi Morales was 467 feet yesterday, 467. And in today's shot, I think it was like 445, they said. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, Biggio got traded to the Dodgers today. Kevin Biggio. For, I don't know, prospect or something like that. So the Rays, they might start unloading players too. Yeah. I don't know what appetite they have to trade any player to the Yankees, a division rival, but you never know. You never know. Gooch, he's definitely a pitcher whisperer, Matt Blake. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. See Morales. He doesn't hit. He doesn't hit any cheapies, Stanton. He hits those tape measure shots. I mean, so freaking strongly. Shane Carl Stanton. It's unbelievable. Hopefully, stay. I just need him to stay healthy. Does Volpe need a smaller helmet? Does that thing fly? Reminds me of who did that? Was it Roy White? His helmet flew off his head every time he ran. I think it was Roy White. It's one of the Yankees. I'm going with Roy White. Is Trevor Bauer going to be an Astro? I don't know. Let's see. Can you imagine that? I mean, the Astros have two starters go down with Tommy John. Trevor Bauer. Astros news. Kyle Tucker injury update. Fake Trevor Bauer rumors goes viral. According to this, that's fake news right now in terms of Trevor Bauer, but you never know. Oscar Gamble, exactly, Richard Lewis. That's him, Oscar Gamble. He used to run all the time, and the helmet used to fly off his freaking head all the time. Yeah, and I do think I think it happened to real Roy White too. Agent Bill Stahl. I think so. You know, yeah, Stanton. I mean, as long as Stanton keeps hitting the way he's hitting, I'm happy. You know, I like this prediction right here. The Dodgers have 5 picking on every other player. The Yankees will beat that ass in the World Series. That's what we're talking about. That's what we need. That's that mojo we need here, Casilo. Keep that coming, baby. Keep it coming. Pete Rose did that. Yeah, Pete Rose another one. Yeah, Pete Rose a gamer, big time gamer. Gamble, Roy White, yeah. Hope he's following suit, right? He's following their lead now. Yeah. Gooch, man. We try to keep it informative here, right? We bring the facts. A lot of great people in this channel. They bring a lot of good insight, a lot of good perspective, and they find stuff out, right? And they share with everybody. So you're always gonna come to a great place here, Gooch. That's for sure. Did he, Matt? Took a picture wearing an Astros hat? You know what? Good for him. Roy White. Yeah, man. Greg, honestly, I think if Stanton hits 500 home runs, I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Yes. Yes. He's got an MVP under his belt already. Hopefully, he'll be a world championship under his belt. He's never popped for juicing. So, and he was a pro. He carried himself well. And I hope he gets to 500 with the Yankees. I really do. Eduardo, he did actually, Quell. That's a good point. He had a flying helmet issue. You're right about that, Quell. I remember that. Ferguson pitched decent today. Hamilton struggled a little bit today, Michael. Caney pitched okay. Caney's a free agent after this year. I think Ferguson is too. So neither one of them will be back. I don't think. Hamilton's got like 3 or 4 more years of control on the cheap. So that's good. Which is why I think, Michael, that they're going to be adding um, an arm or two to the bullpen. Maybe one from each side. I think they're going to do that. Real recognizes real. No translated. Well, which kids? The question. Which kids are not blocked? I think that's the important question. Which kids are not blocked? You know, Gooch, Gooch. I pass on Trevor Bauer. No, nothing that's going to disrupt the chemistry. Mm-mm. This team has good chemistry. We don't need that type of distraction here. That's pass. Yeah, and I think, everybody knows that. And this is another reason why no teams are even offering the minimum, even though he's offered to play for the minimum. Those teams don't want to deal with that stuff. So, um, and I can't. It's really hard to argue with it. I mean, he did this to himself, Trevor Bauer. Unfortunately, there's no doubt that he can pitch. He's got a chip, he's got a Cy Young to his belt. So you know, there's no doubt that he can pitch. But the problem is so much soap opera that comes along with it. That's the problem. DMI built to win multiple World Series. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that right now, baby. Yeah, yeah. Sign me up all day. Yeah. It's an excellent channel because we got people like NFE up in here, Mikey Mazza, and we got Tats from Pinstripe Chronicles come on. We have Joey from the Shift come on. Nithin comes on. We have all the heavy hitters come on, right? And then we have the made men, Comenza, Buckeye, Consigliere. We got factions here. This is the 161 Mafia. There's a reason why we call it the Mafia because we got capos everywhere, made men everywhere, and that's just how we roll in here. But we do it for love, man. We spread the love across the board. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No. Cardinals GM said no when they have room in the rotation. Said we a desperate move. Yeah, well, that's gonna put Dominguez at first, blaming on his Tommy John. No, I don't think so. That's not gonna happen. Make Grizz a special coach. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that would disrupt chemistry, unfortunately. I understand there's a lot of desire to get Jason Dominguez, but I think he's gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to wait. Not very long until 2025. It's right around the corner, but I think he'll have to wait. Yeah. Ryan Presley, Kevin, maybe, maybe. Um, but I know a lot of folks are excited about the Martian, so I do think we'll see him sooner than later. I do think so. I said Cardinals GM said no about. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So did the Braves, and the Braves are down Spencer Strider. They're down another arm too. So like the Astros are down a couple arms. So there's a lot of teams down a couple arms. You know. But yeah, Gooch. Bauer would be a huge distraction here. We don't need that. Anything that's going to make it more difficult to re-sign Juan Soto, I am not in support of. Not in support of. No. Dominguez, yeah, I mean he doesn't have the height, but he's got the speed and the power. There's no doubt about that, Alex. Yeah. Nosebleed, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Appreciate your love, man. We love you right back. Nosebleed. E Frosty. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's August. I hope it's July. I keep hearing July, but we'll see. The Boston series will be fun. It always is when they play in Fenway too. So hell yeah. I think we're gonna play better against Baltimore. 59 likes. All right, we need 41 likes to get to 100. If anybody hasn't hit that thumbs up, please do just to celebrate tonight's win. They won this series too. At least 3 games. At worst, they'll win 3 out of 4. Hit that like button. Let's celebrate this together. Yeah, Boston beat Phillies today. I think the Phillies won the first 2 games though. No. Um, the A's to beat up the Phillies. Yeah, you never know, man. They gave us a hard time, the A's. So, they really, really did. And Matt, who posted that? Did I see the nonsense that Soto won't re-sign with the Yankees because it's Judge's team and Soto wants to be the leader of? Where'd you hear that from, Matt? Somebody from WFAN? Alex, I think Cole. I think he's gonna do 2 more rehab starts and then I think he'll be back. Cole. Hey Jack, what's good, my friend? And I'm kind of with you there too. We got the best 7 starters. I'm with you on that. All right, 68 likes. We need just 32 more likes to get to 100. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't done that yet, please. We play Baltimore right after we play Boston. It's Boston for 4, and then Baltimore I think for 3, and then Atlanta for 3. So it's going to be a pretty tough week and a half for the Yankees. So yeah, we'll see, Ken. I hope he you know hope he knocks the monster wall down, Stanton. Well, exactly, Alex. There's no room for Dominguez right now. There's no need to disrupt what's working well right now. So and again, if Verdugo leaves after this year, then there's room for Dominguez. Until then, I would not want to disrupt what's going on here. In all honesty, just because people want Dominguez up, like I get it, but where is he going to play is a problem. It doesn't mean, and if he's not going to play, then he's not going to get better. So yeah. Who hit lockdown street for us? Lansdowne Street, Greg. I'm gonna say Stanton's gonna hit Lansdowne Street. I'm gonna I'm gonna go with Stanton. Yeah. Yankees were 30-21 last year. Yeah, we are one way away from 50. One win from 50, Jerry. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely nuts. Yeah, Dominguez. I think so too, Jen. Stephen B. I think Dominguez will be up in September for roster expansion. I would agree. Yeah, Soto's making 31 mil. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with Torres. I nevertheless, whether he leaves or stays, I don't see him coming back in 2025. So Ben Rice, he might, James. I don't know. I don't know. He could be an option. I've been to the Yankees games one so far this year, Alex. I'm looking to try to get tickets for another one as well. So yeah, I'm trying to get tickets for the Yankees Phillies because my wife's a Phillies fan, and I want to get tickets so that the Yankees they come to Philly and play here. That way, I get to see my team. She gets to see her team. It's right around the time of her birthday, so it'll be a great birthday present for her. So I'm hoping that I can make that work. Yeah, I saw that. Good. That was a good catch by Judge. Good diving catch in center field. That was a good catch. I'm telling you, CeeLo, that's what I'm talking about. I want to hit a ball that hasn't landed, that won't land. I like his home run last year. I'm not sure if it's landed yet. Stanton, freaking crazy. The 1998 Yankees won 61 games by the All-Star break. John Birdie, I think it's the early July, Kevin. Early to mid July. Yep. Chris, have a great night. I'll wrap it up in a few minutes too. Let you all go. Got another early day tomorrow. Yeah. Going to Yankees versus Orioles in July. Can nice DM. Very nice. DFA stand exactly, Ken. Tell these people, man. Right? Educate some folks. DFA Stanton, Rizzo, Torres, and Cortez. Bring up Dominguez, Rice. Durbin, leave a spot for Schmidt. Give the fans what they want. Exactly. Exactly, Ken. You might be right, Steven. As Stanton ball might have landed in Texas and Sunil's pickleball field. Oh man, that's fantastic. Kevin, my friend, have a great night to you soon as well. If this team stays healthy, it's gonna be very hard to beat. Very hard to beat. Now, and I do think Cashman will make some, at the very least, margin additions. You know, he'll improve around the margins, which is right now where the Yankees need to improve. Who? I don't know yet. We'll see. See who they get. But I do think he'll make a couple moves. You know. But again, we are like a month and a half from the deadline. Things can change before that, so and we will see. Yeah, we are one win away from 50 wins, Robert. One win, baby. Great momentum. I mean, these guys are playing well. They're playing for each other. They're playing hungry. They're playing focused. Like, it's a really good time to be a Yankees fan. Gooch, gooch. Your wife is a Pittsburgh fan. Pirates. All right. She a Steelers fan too. Send the whole team from all the rep. Yeah, man. Yeah, Alex. Yeah, baby. Yeah. See, Cashman had a great offseason, right? And he gets a lot, he draws a lot of hate from the people. A lot of hate. But he goes like this. Just scrapes it right off and keeps it moving. You know what I mean? I mean, if we got the 61 wins by the break, I'd be pretty damn excited. I'd be pretty excited with that. Measurements on Stanton's home run. Yes, I mean, somebody said like 447. I don't know. I think some people were afraid to say that was a 500-foot home run or something like that. Because it's like I don't understand. Like like goes to the center field wall. It's like way over the center field wall. And like last year, they're like 420. I'm like, there is no way in the world that was 420. That was like 100 feet over the wall. Where are you getting 420 from? So I don't understand that. I don't. I really don't. No. Exactly, Brian Sabian's guy. He was here when the Yankees drafted the core four. Brian Sabian. It was him and Gene Michael that did this. Yeah, he's been a valuable part here. So is Arma Minaya. So can't underestimate their impact. I really can't. They have like a digital measuring thing, Alex. One I wish they'd be out there with a friggin' tape measure from the wall. In all honesty, but they have some kind of digital measuring thing that they. I don't know what kind of software or AI or that they do, but it's relatively accurate. But like sometimes, like there's no way it was 370 feet. That was like 1,000 feet over the wall. Where are you getting 370? It should be like 500. So that's why I don't get some of these measurements. It's just like what kind of math are you? What the hell are you measuring? Right? Shoot. What do I think the most important moves to make? I think adding the right guys to the bullpen and getting probably a third baseman. That's what I think they're most likely to do and should do. That's what I would do if I were them. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think, Gooch Gooch. 420. Yeah, I mean Stanton hits moonshots, right? Yeah, I don't really see him hit cheapos. This guy just it clears the wall by like 3 miles. It's crazy, and he hits the ball like faster than anybody. He's like 120 miles an hour. Like I've never seen a guy hit the ball so hard. Like the ball, I would imagine the balls are afraid to get hit, and infielders are afraid to freaking field ground balls by Stanton because he hits them so hard. Reminds me of Little League when you were afraid to get those ground balls and because of the bump, and you were like, "Oh, boy, you bump hit me." That's what it kind of feels like in the majors too, because he hits the ball. This is one reason why the Judge and Stanton are the guys that get doubled up the most, double plays, because they hit the ball so hard in the infield that by the time it's in shortstop, the ball's already at second. They've only taken 2 steps out of the home plate. So you know, these guys hit the ball freaking hard. That's for darn sure. But yeah, I just relish what they're doing right now and stay locked in with them, and hopefully they'll continue to do this. Yeah, 120 mile an hour. That's like, dude, that's like, I remember taking that ride, King the Cop from Six Flags in New Jersey, and it went from 0 to 120 miles per hour. That sucked my eyeballs to the back of my head. Like, that was so freaking fast. So fast. Only 2 games behind the 98 Yankees. Man, look at that. 98 Yankees was a special team, but I think this team is pretty special too. It's too early to tell whether they're gonna be as good as 98, obviously. At the very least as good as 2009. But I don't like comparing them to championship teams when they're still in the season. They have to win the championship for me to even, in my opinion, make a fair comparison. They've got to win a championship to be compared to other championship Yankee teams. You know. Yep. Stanton's a Hulk, Steven. He's an absolute Hulk. So Gooch Gooch, I think that's probably what they're gonna do on the bad and lefty side and a reliever or two. And honestly, I think that's what they need to put them over the top. I don't think they need more than that. I really don't. But tomorrow again, let me pull up the pitching matchups tomorrow. Um, let's see. Tomorrow wait, Thursday. They play 2:10 tomorrow p.m. It's Nestor Cortez versus Alec Marsh. That's the pitching lineup tomorrow. So Alec Marsh is 5-3 with a 4.05 ERA. Nestor Cortez is 3-5 with a 3.68 ERA. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. So the Mariners team that won, yeah, yep. I remember that Mariners team. And I remember I was at the game when David Justice hit that home run off Arthur Rhodes to put the Yankees in the lead, and they wound up finishing the game to face the. That's when they eliminated Seattle to face the Mets in the World Series in the Subway Series in 2000. I was at that game when Justice hit that home run to put them up, and I think it might have been in the 8th inning or something, or the 7th inning. And Don Mattingly was sitting in a luxury box right behind my mom and I, and that place was crazy. I've never seen Yankee Stadium that loud in my life when it was for David Justice's home run, especially that home run. That was unbelievable. Thank you, David Justice, for that. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of Stanton trolls. There's a ton of them. So the 98 Yankees team finished with 114. The Mariners team had 116. Um, but the 98 team won the World Series. The Mariners did not. So that makes a difference. I'm a hard pass on Arenado too, DM, only because of the cost. His age and the cost. I mean, he's still pretty much elite, but he's going to cost like $30 million a year for another couple of years. I'm not sure if they want to do that. I honestly would rather go for Ryan McMahon. He's younger. He's a good defensive third baseman, and he'd be a hell of a lot cheaper. That's just that's just what I would do. Now you let me know what you would do. You know, this is the fun part as we get closer to trade deadline. I mean, we start to play. We start to play mock GM, right? And see what the Yankees should do or will do. Hmm? who are the best fits. So I'm looking forward to it, doing this stuff. The league might have figured out Nestor out. I mean, at least away from home they have, I think. So we'll see. I mean, I do think he'll be the odd man out in the rotation as to Cortez once Cole comes back. So yeah, this team is extremely well rounded, Gooch Gooch. Extremely well rounded. Nestor only pitches well, and yeah, he pitches better in the Bronx than he does away. There's no doubt about that, though. That's a really hard one to deny. Well, we'll see, Stephen B. We'll see, because you remember, like, you're adding abbreviated payroll pieces. They might offset people, and again, if they can win a championship, I would imagine they're going to, you know, make some additions. Yeah, last year we talked about Jeimer Candelario too. Seems like he's pitching. He's hitting pretty well in Cincinnati. So good for him. I mean, I don't know if the Reds are going to make guys available either. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. At this rate, I do think Hill's probably in the front for Rookie of the Year. I do think so, Gooch. But we'll see. We got a half a season left. More than half a season. You know. Yep. Yeah. This is like a lot of guys that we talk about. There always like the hot names that are available and so on. And we like to put together our best fits for them, and then our predictions, and then I do best fits for other superstar players who are being talked about in trades, their best fit, and so on. So I have a lot of this stuff coming up as we get closer to the trade deadline. So just make sure that you're subbed here and make sure that you're notified too. That's all you need to do. I'll take care of the rest. Okay. But let me let you all go. Nestor, yeah, we need Nestor to be on the money tomorrow. There's no doubt. But I want to thank you all for coming. It's really been a great pleasure. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate your support, and you are the best of all time, gang. So have a great night. Peace and love to all ears, and we'll see you tomorrow. Go Yankees.